My family is so important to me. I grew up in a family, both my parents are married. I have two brothers and a sister. We're like close in age, so we've always been right behind each other in school. So we always had really fun in school. We were all really involved. I was involved with sports along with my brother and my sister. I was part of like spirit club, gymnastics. I was voted like most sweetest or of our class or whatever. Um, that was like me on like the outside, like what everyone saw, because I was a happy person. Like I'm joyful. I think that that's like a gift that God has given me. But I had a tendency to hide behind that. I wouldn't let anyone know that I had problems or that I was hurting or that I needed somebody. I was going to go to school, private college in Michigan. I did really well academically, so I just figured I'd go to college, get my degree, go to work. But I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I just kind of guessed business because I didn't know what else to do. My mom just randomly one day we were in the car and she suggested, she was like, well, doesn't Teen Mania have some kind of like year-long internship? And I was just like, I don't know. And when I had first heard about it, I thought I would never want to do that. You know, I'm too smart for that. I'm too this or that, whatever. So I kind of looked into it a little more, found out about it, and I ended up coming here. This was probably the last thing I would have thought I would do after high school. The people, when I first got here, were incredible. Like, everyone was like me. Well, pretty much outgoing and nice and smiled a lot and were caring and it seemed like everyone wanted to be here. And usually like high school, people just kind of like, whatever. The biggest part I think that has helped develop my relationship with God is the structure. You get into the habit of having an hour with God every day, every morning. And that is great because you have to have that, like the structure to actually do that. Because when you're at home, it's like you'll sleep in, you'll go do something else, you'll go to breakfast, whatever. My internship wouldn't be the same at all without the friends that I've made, especially like my accountability partner, Helen. She's been incredible. And I know the friendships that I've made here will last, even if we don't see each other for 10 years afterwards. Like, I know I could be driving through town, like, somewhere in Ohio and just call and be like, Helen, I'm going to stop by. And, it wouldn't be a big deal. Friendships here challenge you. They support you no matter what you know, if they see something that shouldn't be in your life, even if it's just the littlest thing, maybe I'm like flirting with someone and I don't even realize it. They are just like, Alice, they talk to me about it. It's not like they go behind my back and say rude things about me and all that. I've learned to be open and honest with those friends, which was so hard because it's like that's telling people what I did in the past or being honest with what I'm thinking, with what's going on right now. Well, I'm an administrative assistant in Acquire the Fire. I copy, I file, I fill out spreadsheets. It's not exactly like a secretary, but little odd jobs like that. I run errands. I'm kind of a liaison between a supervisor and their team, doing long-term projects such as keeping track of calls that they make to youth pastors, stuff like that. Next, this fall, I'm going to be going to a community college, which is probably the last thing I thought I would do besides Honor Academy before I came here. Just because people's expectations of me are, it's not like they're what matter now. Like my expectations is what like God wants. And I'll be living at home, being with my family, being able to serve them, and being with my sister. She's going to be a senior this year. On the outside, like who my personality wise and like my temperament, that's pretty much the same. I still smile, laugh a lot, like to have fun, whatever. But it's now the inside of me, who I really am, matches the outside. I'm not real insecure about who I am. I'm not afraid of what everyone else will think of me. I'm not trying to live up to everyone's expectations of me. When I am happy, I truly am happy. And like if I'm having problems, I'm not afraid to go to someone that I trust and talk to them and be real with them. One word? I would probably honestly want to say challenging because it's been really fun, but it hasn't really been easy for me because I've had to change a lot. I wouldn't change this world, or I wouldn't change like what I'm doing for anything in the world.